Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. So for today's look, I'm just going to create this kind of, I guess fall, warm, kind of pumpkin spice look. But then there was an issue with my makeup and I'm going to show you kind of how I corrected that along the way. Wonder why there's no mirrors on these walls no more. You can't tell me why you're so. First, I'm going to start off with Strobe Cream as my primer because I want to kind of create this luminous base before I apply full coverage foundation along with setting my face with powders. I just think it's important to kind of have that luminous base underneath it so that my face doesn't look too dry or too, like too matte where the skin doesn't look like it has life. Then after that, I'm going to go in and correct all of the dark spots on my face with this under eye corrector, and especially along the sides of my mouth and on the inner eye. And I'm just going to apply a little bit and then go in with a lighter foundation on the center of my face. Then I'm going to blend out the foundation in the center of my face with the Beauty Blender and make sure that's all blended before I apply the darker foundation to the perimeter of my face that actually matches my skin tone. I do this trick because I really just want to kind of create that brightness on the center of my face, kind of like a highlighted look, but also kind of keep warmth on my skin. So that's why I use a lighter foundation in the center and then a foundation that actually matches my skin tone on the outer perimeter. Beautiful eyes, myself ain't never talked to me like that before. And I wonder what on earth is he searching for? No wonder why. Now I'm going to use the foundation that matches my skin tone and I'm just going to apply this all around the areas that don't have foundation yet. Y'all, I went tanning probably in the beginning of maybe the end of August. Yeah. And I still have the tan. Are some of y'all like that? Will you guys let me know if you guys like that? Like I still have that same summer color and the tan lines and all of that. And now it's, fall and the pool isn't open anymore and things like that. So I can't even go and just like even it out. So I still have like tan lines from a month ago, but here we are. So I'm also using my summer foundation along my perimeter because my tan hasn't worn off. Now after I've applied that foundation all over the perimeter of my face and just blended in the darker part with the fat part of the Beauty Blender, now I'm going to go back to the pointy part of the Beauty Blender and blend along the lines where the two foundation colors meet so that they blend seamlessly. And I'm just going to keep pressing on top of that with the front part of the foundation and then with the front part of the Beauty Blender, and then kind of go back and forth with the fat part of the Beauty Blender to blend out the line and make sure that those two colors blend seamlessly before moving on. Also, you guys, if you want more content that's not seen here on YouTube, please come and visit me on Instagram, and I have some like other pictures and beauty content that is not shared here on YouTube. I'm scared for me. I'm scared of you. Now I'm just going to use some Shape Tape and apply that to the inner corner of my eye and the outer corner of my eye. And then applying it to the inner corner of my eye to kind of give a highlighted effect. And then the outer corner of my eye to give more of a lifted effect. I'm going to blend out the outer corners first because I want to let the inner corners dry down a little bit so that there's more coverage for the inner corner of my eye. So I'm going to first blend it out with the pointy part of the Beauty Blender and then go in and blend the inner corner of my eye. You're so terrified of beautiful, scared of the good more than the evil, scared of your light more than the dark, scared of the truth so much more than the lie. I'm scared for me. Then with the sponge, I picked up some translucent powder that's more like a yellow base in order to set the products underneath my eye. So when I was applying translucent powder to the other side, it looks like my sponge was picking up product as it was putting it down, and it kind of made something like a hole on my cheek in terms of the foundation, and I could not figure out how to blend it or correct it without washing my face off. I tried applying a little bit more powder with another sponge, but still there. And then I tried applying it with a brush, and the whole kind of look was still there. And then I started using my finger to kind of wipe it off, and it was still there, and it was so frustrating. I just didn't want to go all the way here and then like have to wash my face off, you know? Because I had no idea what direction to go in at this point, I just was like, okay, I'm going to leave it alone and, you know, stop hitting the head on the nail or whatever the thing is. And so I just went on to go fill in my brows, and kind of while I was doing that, I think I was just kind of thinking of what to do to fix that issue with my foundation. And I wonder what on earth is he searching for? No wonder why there's no mirrors on these walls no more. Okay, I think I got it now. So I took a clean brush with no product on it and just tried to take off as much of the extra powder that I put on top of it as possible, just so that my face wasn't like cakey and had a lot of buildup and makeup on it. Scared of the truth so much more than the lie. Then I took that highlight concealer that I was using before and applied it to the center of my face and started blending it down towards my cheek and kind of towards the problem area, in kind of that like upside down triangle area. But whatever I do to one side, I have to do to the other. So while the other side didn't need it, I needed to even them both out. So I just applied another layer of concealer to the other side as well and blended it out with the Beauty Blender. Then I took the Beauty Blender and set it with the translucent powder again, just like I did the first time, and it actually worked. I forgot, you guys, for a second that you can actually put creams and liquids on top of powders. Like once you put the powder on your face, you can actually go over it with a cream and liquid products, like a cream concealer. And then I just took a brush and kind of wiped off the excess powder, and I was good to go. Now I'm going to take a translucent powder that actually matches my skin tone in a big fluffy powder brush and set my entire face with that powder. I'm scared of you. Myself ain't never talked to me like that before. No. And I wonder what on earth is he. Now for the eyes, I filled them in with some black pencil on the inner rim from the outer corner to the inner corner. And then on the outer corner, I pulled a little bit of that black liner out just so that it elongated my eyes just a little bit. And then on my top lid, I didn't want much of an eyeliner, so I chose to use the liquid eyeliner pen and rested it on the top lashes and pulled it along my lash line. I just wanted a lash line there so that I can apply false lashes and you can't really see the band or anything like that. It just kind of gives a bit of a camouflage for the lash band. And then to prepare my lashes for applying the false lashes, I apply mascara to the top lashes. And then to make sure that the lashes kind of balanced out and it looked very even, I applied some mascara to the bottom lashes. I knew that the lashes that I was going to put on top were going to be a little bit dramatic, so I just wanted to make sure, you know, there was some kind of like symmetry and my eyes looked very wide and open. Afterwards, I applied some bronzer along the perimeter of my face, along my cheekbones, and then also along my forehead. But I also bronze kind of just the bottom half of my face. I don't just do like a line on my cheekbone. I actually bronze just like the bottom half of my face. Then I finished the look off with this really beautiful coppery bronze but matte lip gloss, which was really, really beautiful, and I think kind of tops off that whole pumpkin spice latte look. Then I began applying my false lashes. The false lashes that I applied for this look, I'm not using any eyeshadow for this look. It's just all about the lashes. I love these eyelashes, you guys. This is the perfect eyelash that you want to apply for like when you just don't love to apply eyeshadow and you just kind of really want your eyes to look very open and awake. I love them. They're natural, but also kind of dramatic as well. If I don't know if that makes sense. I'm scared for it. I'm scared of it. Then after using that initial lash style, I tried these other lash styles, and this one is more of a wispy. It has more of a fuller look on the outer corner than on the inner corner, so it kind of gives more of a cat eye look. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of? And then for my last and final lash look, I tried more of a fuller lash. For me, when it comes to lashes, I love to use dramatic lashes when I'm doing more dramatic makeup, but I like the fact that I can wear these lashes without any eye makeup and it doesn't look, you know, too overdone and it doesn't weigh my eye down. I hate that look when it comes to dramatic lashes.